What if we could walk on Venus? What would happen to your body in just 1 second? Why is Venus hotter than Mercury, even though it's farther from the sun? Could we ever terraform Venus and live there one day? How does its thick, toxic atmosphere crush everything that touches it? Who were the brave scientists who tried to study it? And why did their probes melt within minutes? And finally, what if you actually landed there? This isn't just a trip to another planet. It's a one-way descent into hell, but it's one hell worth exploring. Imagine waking up and realizing you're no longer on Earth. You're inside a space capsule, slowly descending through dense yellow clouds. You check your instruments, but they're glitching. Outside, lightning crackles in a sulfuric acid sky. The temperature? Over 460 degrees 8 Fahrenheit. This is Venus, the second planet from the sun. Beautiful from afar, but deadly up close. Today, we're going to explore exactly what would happen if you landed on Venus. From your first few seconds of survival to the science, speculation, and solutions of turning this hellish planet into a human habitat. Venus is almost the same size and mass as Earth. That's why scientists once called it Earth's twin. But that's where the similarity ends. Surface temperature, 465 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead. Atmosphere, 96% carbon dioxide, thick enough to crush a submarine. Clouds, sulfuric acid, highly corrosive and deadly. Pressure, 92 times Earth's, like being 900 meters underwater. Day-night cycle, one day lasts 243 Earth days and it spins backwards. Winds, 200 miles per hour, super rotation storms in the upper atmosphere. Volcanoes, possibly still active, the surface constantly reshaped. Venus is not just hot, it's a pressure cooker with acid storms and an atmosphere that acts like a giant heat-trapping blanket. You land on Venus. Let's say you descend in a high-tech lander and somehow you manage to open the door. 0 to 5 seconds. You step outside in a regular spacesuit. Your visor instantly fogs up and melts. The heat begins to cook your body. Within seconds, the external temperature exceeds 460 degrees Celsius. Your spacesuit fails. It wasn't designed for this much heat or pressure. 5 to 10 seconds. The atmospheric pressure crushes your lungs. It's like having a fully loaded train parked on your chest. Even if the heat didn't kill you, your blood would boil inside your veins from the pressure difference. 10 to 60 seconds. Your body melts, your bones crack. You're literally being cooked alive under Earth's most extreme oven. And worst of all, you're still conscious for some of it. Death is not instant on Venus. It's brutal, messy, and painfully slow. Venus used to be a lot more like Earth. Scientists believe it once had oceans, but then the sun grew hotter over time. Water started evaporating. Water vapor, a greenhouse gas, trapped heat. More heat led to more evaporation, causing a feedback loop. Eventually, Venus became a runaway greenhouse planet where nothing survived. The Soviet Venera missions between the 1960s and 1980s, the Soviet Union sent several missions to Venus. Venera 7, 1970, first probe to land on Venus, survived for 23 minutes before dying. Venera 13, 1982, sent the first color images from the surface, lasted 127 minutes. Venera 9, detected lightning, crushing pressure, and acid clouds. Every mission was crushed, melted, or corroded. No mission has lasted longer than 2 hours. Even the toughest robots barely survive. Could humans ever survive on Venus? Option 1, floating cities. There's one layer of Venus atmosphere, about 50 kilometers above the surface, where temperatures are a comfortable 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. Pressure is close to Earth's. Radiation is lower than on Mars. This has led scientists to propose floating cities, giant blimp-like stations hovering in the sky. But the air is full of sulfuric acid. You'd still need protective suits. Wind speeds reach 200 plus miles per hour. It's better than the surface, but still far from paradise. Option 2, terraforming Venus. What if we could cool the planet? Ideas include giant reflectors in space to reduce sunlight, carbon-eating microbes engineered to clean the atmosphere, bombardment with icy asteroids to add water and cool down. But these solutions would take hundreds or thousands of years, and they might not work at all. Venus vs Mars, which is better for humans? Feature: Venus, Mars. Surface temp, 460 degrees Celsius, minus 60 degrees C. Pressure, 92x Earth, 0.01x Earth. Atmosphere, CO2 and sulfuric acid, Thin CO2, radiation exposure, low, dense atmosphere. High, thin atmosphere. Habitability score, 3/10. Despite being cold and dry, Mars is easier to visit and survive on than Venus. Venus is simply too deadly, for now. Venus is a real-life example of climate disaster. It teaches us what happens when greenhouse gases spiral out of control. It warns us that even a slight change in temperature, left unchecked, can destroy a planet. Venus is not just a space mystery, it's Earth's future if we're not careful. So what if you landed on Venus? You'd die in less than a minute. Your body would melt, your lungs would collapse, and your mission would end, painfully. But your story would live on, as a reminder of how beautiful and how deadly the universe can be. If you enjoyed this dive into the deadliest planet in our solar system, make sure to subscribe to iPhology, where curiosity meets cosmic chaos. Drop a comment below. Would you land on Venus if given the chance? And remember, the universe is big, wild, and strange, and we're just getting started.